Here's what you'll need for my chocolate cake: some eggs, butter, self-raising flour, caster sugar, cocoa powder, baking powder. Don't worry if you haven't got any baking powder, because you're using self-raising flour, but it does help. And for the ganache finish, you're going to need some whipping cream, dark chocolate, and to top it off, some delicious raspberries. Into a bowl, put 200 grams of your softened butter with 200 grams of sugar, and we're going to whisk those up till they're light and creamy. On it ending up something like that. With your eggs and sugar nice and creamy, we're going to mix in 3 eggs that you've mixed into a bowl. Don't put them all in at once, we're just going to mix them in bit by bit. Once you've mixed those in, you're ready for your dry ingredients. Into your wet mixture, you're going to sieve in to get some air into the mixture. Once they're in, use a spatula, don't use a whisk you've been using, and you just want to fold those in until all the mixture comes together. Once you've thoroughly folded your cake mixture together, that is your basic chocolate cake mix ready for the cake tin. But I'm just going to add some chopped raspberries to it, because that's going to be the theme of my cake. Obviously you can add whatever fruit you like, and then some little chocolate pieces just to add to the chocolatiness, and I'm going to get those mixed in. With your cake mixture done, it's time to get some oil into your cake tin. Get a little brush, make sure it's completely covered, the sides, bottom, everywhere. Then into there, you're going to put a little template of some grease-proof paper that you've cut out. Press it down into the oil so it sticks, and then it's in with your cake mixture. Then you're going to put this in the oven at 180 for about 30 minutes. Punch a little wooden tester, comes out lovely and clean, so you know it's done. Take it out of the oven, then just go around the edge loosely with your knife, just loosen it up. Then turn him upside down, give him a little tap to coax it out. There you go. Take the tin off, take the lid off, take your greaseproof paper off, and that's your basic chocolate cake done. For the ganache, heat your cream, in this case 300 milliliters, into 300 grams of chocolate. As I said, this will make a thickish ganache, ideal for a cake. Put it in there and leave it for a minute or two just to melt the chocolate. Once the hot cream has had a minute to mix with the chocolate, then start to give it a mix round. Give it a thorough mixing until all the chocolate is melted into the cream. Something like that. Now what you want to do is cool it down. The colder it gets, the stiffer it'll be. So put it into the fridge, keep testing it when you think it's the right consistency to put on your cake. Once the ganache has thickened up a bit, so it becomes nice and spreadable, first thing we're going to do is the top of the cake. If you've got any cracks in like I have that appear when you're baking, your ganache will cover a multitude of sins. The good thing about using whipping cream for your ganache is that once you've got your top layer on and that's done, you can then loosen the rest back up in the microwave for a few seconds and whip it up, because it is whipping cream after all. Once you've whipped it up, you can see it becomes very mousse-like. But first, what I'm going to do for our filling is just put in, I've got a tablespoon of raspberry jam and some fresh raspberries, all squished together and mixed in. Just going to put those on and spread them round. And then it's on with your ganache mousse. We're going to pop the lid on that and get it in the fridge so that it can set more. Then I'm just going to finish it off with some cream and fresh raspberries. Cream on. Now time to stick your little raspberry halves wherever you fancy.